You know, it's kind of a funny story, but life as we know it sometimes has one saying, "You again?" And just like that, we've shoehorned all the cliched titles of this week's home video options right then and there.
You can practice with me. Stand up, I'm a lady. Well. Comment on my shoes.
Those shoes are awesome. They're really nice.
You're sweet to say that.
Now, the best of the lot is it's kind of a funny story, which is indeed kind of funny, but also kind of insightful and kind of moving at times. Loosely based on true events, this is the tale of a troubled high school kid with suicidal thoughts. He checks himself into a psych ward and gets much more than he bargained for. Zach Galifianakis flexes his dramatic chops as the unofficial hall monitor, and Emma Roberts is lovely and sad as a girl who likes to cut herself. I love the fantasy sequence with the patients performing Queens Under Pressure, and I really love the last few minutes of this film. They're exhilarating. Also exhilarating the moment You Again was over and I was free to leave the theater.
My brother is about to marry the girl who single-handedly ruined my life in high school.
This was the worst, and I mean the absolute worst movie I saw in 2010. There's not a single laugh in this cloying, obnoxious, pointless comedy of coincidences. The attractive and likable cast is abused by a script that depends on pratfalls, food fights, and ridiculous plot points that could be resolved if anyone in this movie had an IQ above room temperature. The final act of this film had me looking around for things to throw at the screen.
She's making the poop face.
What do you mean she's making the poop face?
Oh God, she's gonna poop in the tub. Hurry up, hurry up.
The best thing I can say about Life as We Know It is that it's not as awful as You Again, but it ain't good. This is the ridiculously manipulative story of two attractive people who are forced to live together when their best friends are killed and leave them with joint custody of a 1-year-old girl. Yeah, right. Katherine Heigl plays the same character she's played in a half dozen other comedies. Josh Duhamel does what he can with his role. It's okay we know exactly where a movie like this is heading, but can't it at least try to go beyond the usual gross-out baby gags and the unbelievably trite ending? Well, those are all your at-home viewing options for this week. I'll see you again soon.